Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Stag Stuff. So, it all started like this. The head of the bolt has sheared off. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Well, it's the next day, and I'm feeling a bit more positive, optimistic, because last night I'm thinking, oh gosh, head's come off it, we've either got to weld it back on or I've got to drill the shaft out. But of course, Muggins here completely forgot the obvious. So I'm just going to move the camera down. Oh, okay, so let's just go down here like this. So what we can see is, let's just get underneath here if I can. Am I showing the right thing here? Yeah. So we've got the top nut just here, we've got the thermostat housing here, and then just there is where the head has sheared off. Well, all I've got to do, I say all I've got to do, is take that nut off, remove the thermostat housing, and I've got the shaft exposed. And then all I've got to do, hopefully, is bathe the threads in easing oil, give it a good old bit of ratchet, ease it off, and then take the shaft out. And hopefully that'll fix it. I can then just get myself a new nut, bolt. I always get muddled up. Nut, bolt, bolt, nut, bolt. And Bob's your uncle. And that's coming off nice and easily. No resistance there whatsoever. Mind you, I didn't think there was any resistance with the other one. Anyway, I'll just get this one off. Right, so we're literally just finger tight now. Okay, no problem. Oh, that came off rather easily. Okay, now what will be interesting to see is... Blimey. I wasn't expecting that. That is very clean. It's very dry as well. Okay. And there we have, let's take the gasket away, let's see what that's like. And there's the thermostat. We're going to get that thread nicely soaked in WD-40 or easing oil. I've got some specialist easing oil. And hopefully it'll do the trick. Okay, so we'll just keep on putting a load of repeat applications on that, and then we'll get a ratchet on it and hopefully ease her off. Okay, one bolt. One more grip and into place. And she's not really wanting to move. Okay, I think that's going to be more applications of easing oil. Right, we'll just keep on doing that until she sees some sense. Okay, so this is day 3 of soaking and wiggling, so let's just see. Oh, no, that's just not moving at all. No. Okay, give it another soak. And if this doesn't play ball, by the end of today, I'm gonna get a blowtorch onto it, because that should do the job. That was a good click. So it's still not moving, and I think this is now about day 5 after having given it 3 or 4 soaks a day of easing oil and trying to wiggle it loose. So it's time to apply some heat. First thing I've got to do is actually get rid of a load of hoses, and the other thing that we've got here is my carburetor overflow, which is going to be right above where I'm going to be applying the heat. So we're going to take this off, detach that, get it out the way so that we can apply the heat as safely as possible. And I'm going to get rid of, we've got this hose just there as well. Going to get rid of that, basically so that I don't melt anything and don't set anything on fire. I'm happy with the area I've got now. So the overflow has now been cut off back there. That's a good distance away because I'm going to be working downwards from the other side. Hoses are away. I've got a very, very precise point on the blowtorch that I'm going to be using. So I think I'm satisfied that that's okay to work. And let's give this a whirl. I'm hoping to heat up the area around rather than the actual bolt. Not yet. I'm exceptionally delighted to say I've got my little brother with me today who's holding the camera for me. I have made some investments. We have a punch. We have a right-angled drill bit, and we have got an extractor kit. So it kind of looks a little bit like that. So what I'm planning to do is to drill out a small hole in the center of the bolt there. I'm going to try doing it without grinding down the bolt first, just to see whether it will. If it doesn't, then I've got an angle grinder just here that will then get on with it. These drill bits are left-hand threads, so basically they go in reverse. So it says, even when you're drilling out the hole, this is what YouTube says, you don't want to believe everything you say on YouTube. And that's interesting saying that, being as this is on YouTube. But they say that sometimes, even just by drilling it out with the left-hand drill, it will then release the bolt. But let's just see what happens. So first of all, we're going to get a tap on here. So I have got a center point to then drill out with. So we're going to see whether I can. I think that worked. No, that's not in the center. Right, let's just try it again. It's a bit more like it. That looks pretty central. That does. Just get. See if we get a little bit deeper. Yep. So let's going to start with the smallest drill, I think. So the way this works, it's really clever. You put this attachment on the drill, and then you've got a right angle for tight spaces. And of course, with Stag engines, you've got lots of tight spaces. Here we go. . how far we've got in now. Ooh, that far. Which is about that far. Right, okay, so I'm going to put the reverse thread. Put this one in. I'm hoping this is going to bite. I've got this reverse extractor. The problem I've got is even though the drill bits are set up to match the different extractors, the smallest extractor doesn't seem to want to go in. So I'm just going to see whether it'll work this way. And it doesn't. Well, I'm not quite sure which take we're on, you know, sort of action, take, scene, whichever. But this is the last resort now. We are going to, well, I packed that bolt, nut, bolt, I always get confused, with some cold weld. So this is like an epoxy thing reinforced with metal. It says steel and hardener, it says, and it's allegedly supposed to be the strongest stuff that's available, apart from actual hot welding, and as I say, I can't do that. So it's been curing for 24 hours. Let's just see if that works. The centerpiece is staying doggedly in place. No, oh, good grief, the whole thing's collapsing. So that's it. The hole off the carburetor and the inlet manifold is now going to come out, and we'll get this drilled out professionally. I've spoke to hey, what's the names, Faversham Classics, yesterday. They're saying try putting a nut on it, see if that works. Well, it didn't, obviously, and I said if not, bring the inlet manifold in and they will drill it out. So that's what we're going to do. If you've enjoyed this video, please do click on the like and subscribe buttons. And if you click on the bell, YouTube will be good enough to even notify you when we post new videos.